Good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. The beginning of another week. Here we go. I did a little bit of work this morning. Now I'm getting ready to go to a doctor's appointment, so I thought I would just film my get ready with me with just some products that I enjoy. I've already done my skincare. I've already primed my eyes with my new Ulta eyeshadow primer. This is the matte eye primer. I already did my color corrector with my Pixie Light Peach color corrector. I have some nice jazz music on for you all to listen to, and I hope you can hear it this time. We're gonna go in first of all with the Cover FX. This is the gripping primer. I haven't really been enjoying my gripping primers recently, so I'm considering decluttering some of them, and I wanted to use this one more time. You can see it is pretty sticky. I just feel like my makeup hasn't been going on them. In my opinion, this is one of my best gripping primers, and so I wanted to try it again to decide whether I wanted to keep it in my collection or not. It's going on really well. There is some tack, but I don't feel like it's annoyingly tacky. Next, we're going to go in with one of my favorite skincare and cosmetic brands. This is Alastin. I don't hear a lot of people talk about this. This is the Hydrating Pro Mineral Sunscreen. It's a tinted sunscreen, and I don't know if you all have heard of Birdie. Birdie is an online service that you can go check out for free, and you can type in whatever product you're looking for, and they will give you their opinions as far as what the best products is in that particular category. What I like about Birdie is that the people reviewing the products are true professionals. They have experience in skincare and cosmetics, and I feel like they give you a broad range of recommendations. So if you're looking for something very luxury, they can give you that. And if you're looking for an affordable brand that's still a good quality, they can give you that. If you've never checked Birdie out and you're just really kind of curious about a certain product, not so much the product, but really like a certain subtype of cosmetics. For example, best concealer for mature skin, best foundation for acne-prone skin. Those things, I feel like Birdie is a really good resource to check into. And this is a product that I decided to purchase because it is a little more on the expensive side, so it's an investment. And I wanted a tinted sunscreen. I've already applied my Estee Lauder Day Wear with SPF 30, but today I wanted a little more of a tinted sunscreen because I may be out walking a little bit later and I just want to be covered. This is the best tinted sunscreen that I've personally found. I love the way it goes on. It's a good match for me. It doesn't look really light. I enjoy it. We're going to use our Maybelline concealer today, and this is the eraser. I have seen this recommended so many times for mature eyelids. It does not give a full coverage. However, it also doesn't look really cakey and horrible under your eyes. I'm going to use a fluffy brush today to apply this. I feel like it gives you a decent coverage without compromising the appearance of the under eye area. This shade is pretty good for me. There we go. Medium coverage. For under eye powder and face powder, I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match. I think I've mentioned this before. This is my favorite powder, period, and it's been around forever. It's a pressed powder. You can get different shades or you can get translucent. I've always gotten a shade. This says neutral, I believe it's like sand beige is the color that I personally get. So I don't get a color lighter than my foundation. I get a true color. I don't want a huge brightening effect on my eyes today. A little here. So I like that powder. We're gonna put it all over our face now, and I'm just gonna use my handy dandy powder puff that came with it. I enjoy using powder with a brush a lot. I've done this for so many years that sometimes it just seems more comfortable and familiar to me. So we're gonna powder our whole face with this. Very nice. We're going to use cream and powder products today. So I would like to try my new e.l.f. Luminous bronzer again. I really enjoyed this the other day. I love using these products with different bases. This is nice and cool. It's sheer, which does not bother me at all. I like my cream products to be a little bit more sheer because I'm going to put a powder on top of them to set them. This kind of is cool enough that it can contour a little bit. Really great tone for me. To set the bronzer, I'm going to use my same e.l.f. Duo Complexion brush, and I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible Bronzer. This and my Anastasia are my current favorites for powder bronzer. I am so tempted to go ahead and buy the Laura Mercier, the rosy shade. I just know that for me that could be a dual product, a blush and a bronzer in one for busy days, and I think the cool tone would look so good. I'm sorry, it was Bobbi Brown that made that. I'm thinking of the Laura Mercier foundation that's just out. I've seen a couple reviews on it. I'm so happy currently with my affordable foundations that I'm not too tempted to buy any of the new ones. For cream blush, we're going to use Wet n Wild. This is a peachy color, and this is an alternative to the Charlotte Tilbury peach shade. And I wanted to put it on over powder so that you all could see how well it blends even over powder products. It does not lift my foundation, and it blends in super easy. It gives a slight glow. And I think that I put a light wash on because I'm gonna again put a powder blush on. But I truly feel like this gives the perfect amount of pigment, and these Wet n Wild blushes are very inexpensive. I'm going to use my M Cosmetics Heavenly Glow blush. This is Baroque. It's the lighter of the two that was released with the Heaven's Glow. This is a baked blush. Lighter wash of color. I also purchased both of the eyeshadows that came with this line. If I would have thought about it, I would have pulled one out and used it today. M Cosmetics is so pretty. I haven't tried everything from their line. Everything I have tried looks good. I really don't need a highlighter. I'm going to put just a dab of my Wet n Wild highlighter on. Just a little dab right here, just because I'm in the mood. I'm enjoying the way the complexion is looking. I'm going to use my Relove Clear Brow Gel again. I've really been enjoying this brand, and I'm going to continue to use their products. I am going to give the eyeshadow palette to a young teenager. Her mom is just letting her start using makeup. That's so sweet. So I'm going to give her the eyeshadow palette. I think it'll look better on her skin than mine. For my lower waterline, I'm going to use the NYX Jumbo Eye Sticks. This is in the shade Cottage Cheese. I feel like I just need a little brightness here in the waterline today. It's subtle. It's not real bright like some of them I see the girls using. For lipstick and lip liner, I'm going to use my e.l.f. lip liner. I have probably all of the shades of this because I enjoy it so much. This is triangular. Make sure you put the triangle where the triangle belongs. Your lips a bit better. It's not as firm as MAC. It's not as soft as NYX. Last night, Juicy Jazz used her Milani lipstick in Pleasure. I'm going to use the same shade, Pleasure. Nice nudie shade. I think I've mentioned before, these Milani lipsticks are my very favorite out of all the lipsticks that I have. And I have a lot of lipsticks. Lipsticks is one of my weaknesses. Eyeshadow palette, we're going to use an e.l.f. Bite Size palette. So I just used the Relove. So while that's kind of fresh in my mind, I wanted to use this one just to see how they compare. We're going to go into this skin color shade, which is very similar to the one from Relove. Super subtle. This only goes from this very light one to this very dark one. These two are shimmers. So I think I'm going to take an idea from Emily Noel. Put a little of my L'Oreal bronzer in the crease for just a little bit more definition. Just a little bit. So we're going to keep that there. We're not going to go with a really deep eye look today. I'm going to take this first shimmer right here with my finger. I'm going to apply this out here, all over from the outer part of my lid to halfway in. A very pretty, subtle shimmer. Very pretty. I'm going to take the lighter color now and put it from the inner corner to halfway through. So honestly, I have to say that the e.l.f. is better than the Relove. Get a little blend going on here. e.l.f. Bite Size, they're so good for affordable eyeshadows. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. shadow stick. I use this as an eyeliner. Because it is a shadow stick, I feel it goes on so smooth and creamy. Because this is a cream eyeshadow, I'd like to set it with a powder eyeshadow. I'm going to use an angled brush and go back into my e.l.f. eyeshadow here. Use the darkest shade. I found that if I do this, the eyeshadow stick does not move around. It's so creamy that as you sweat during the day, sometimes it can migrate a little bit. So I set it with a eyeshadow. Really pretty. I want just a little pizzazz on my lower lash line, so I'm going to use LA Girl Shockwave eyeliner right here, just on the very base of my eyelashes. I can't believe how smooth that goes on. And I'll take my angled brush again. I don't really need to smooth this out, but it's just a habit. How pretty is that? Eyebrows. Today I'm going to use my NYX combo. This is the NYX Skinny Eyebrow Pencil. I can't remember who I was watching. One of my favorite content creators yesterday, and she recommended the CoverGirl. I think it was actually Kelly Strack. Isn't she a sweetheart, you guys? If y'all haven't watched her, she's almost up to 1 million. I was listening to her yesterday. She got a little bit emotional because she started doing little YouTube videos in her dorm room in college. And so she recorded her first video from her dorm room. And back then she said that anytime you got a like or a new subscriber, YouTube would email you and notify you that you got a new subscriber or a new like. She said she remembers where she was, what she was doing when she got that alert that she had her very first subscriber back in college. And now she has almost 1 million subscribers. She's so bubbly, and she prefers affordable makeup, and she reviews a lot of affordable makeup. And I believe that she's the one that recommended the CoverGirl yesterday, so I am going to purchase that as part of my brow journey. I think that this NYX is doing a beautiful job on my brows today. I'm also going to use the NYX Thick It Stick It. This is a tinted brow mascara with tiny little fibers in it. I'm having a good eyebrow day. I can't say that very often. For mascara, I wanted to try the Maybelline Sky High sample again. The first time I used it, I wasn't overly impressed. But you can't go by the first time with a mascara. This is my second time using it, and already with the first coat, I can tell I'm going to like it a lot better today. I'm getting a lot of length. All right, I can definitely see why we have the hype on this mascara. I believe in my particular case, it is more of a lengthening mascara, but this second time I'm using it, I feel like I'm also getting a little more volume. I am super happy. I had a good mascara day yesterday with the Relove mascara. That one's only $2.98. My only problem with it is that the container is getting messy. I've never ever had a container do what this one did. I mean, I got it all over my fingers, all over the container. So I don't know if it's a defective container. The mascara itself was amazing. So I'm going to clean the container up, try to reuse it. If I have an issue again, I'm going to repurchase it and see if it was just a fluke with that particular container. I want to try a tubing mascara for my lower lashes. Emily Noel loves the Cali Ray tubing mascara. Yesterday, Juicy Jazz applied the Thrive tubing mascara on one eye and the new Milani tubing mascara on the other eye, and she couldn't tell the difference, and neither could I, so I think that's a more affordable option. Setting spray, I forgot to get one out. Let's see what we have back here. Ah, my favorite. No matter how many I try, I keep coming back to Milani. The smell is pleasant. I feel like it sets my makeup. It makes a difference on my face. So I'm just gonna mush everything together now, make sure everything is nice and cohesive and blended. My makeup did good today, y'all. I'm pleased with all the products I used. I really hope you enjoyed this Get Ready with me. I'm on my way to the doctor today. I hope you have a wonderful Monday, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.